The Rapid Assessment Program at Conservation International began in 1990 with the aim of collecting data on species from really poorly known areas so that we can use that data then to guide conservation activities. There are two key features of our rapid assessment surveys. One is that we assemble teams of expert scientists because they have to be able to go out in the field and know how to really target and collect these taxa in a very short period of time to maximize the number of species that they're collecting. And they also have to be able to identify the species within a year, which is really hard for some taxa such as ants and other insects. We also always do a multi-taxa survey. So we're surveying plants, birds, reptiles, amphibians, mammals, and also several insect groups, particularly here because we're looking for species new to science, and those are the groups for which there's a lot of new species.
So I work on spiders, particularly cobweb spiders, but right now I'm collecting all spiders. So most of the spiders we collect at night, walking around with a light on your head and looking for webs. And during the day I use the beating method, so beating a bush and catching the spiders that fall down. Whatever we find of interest that looks nice, we store and photograph later, and the rest of them, and eventually we store everything in alcohol, and then we'll research them with a microscope in the lab. Eventually describe them.
My interest is in the systematics and biogeography of ants of Melanesia. There are some soil nesting ants, some log nesters, things on the ground, understory, and then canopy, and we do what we can to just hand collect everything. The other method that we're using is more for the cryptobiota. That's to say all the really tiny things, especially the things that live in the leaf litter. There is an amazing diversity of little tiny ants that are very small and really hard to catch if you're just collecting by hand. So we use a method called Winkler leaf litter sifting. So it's this mesh screen in here, kind of forms a bag. You put a whole bunch of leaf litter, chopped up leaf litter, sticks, twigs, whatever, from this 1 meter square plot. And you shake it. So all the little things that are in there will fall off. That's the idea. You shake it up, and the things that fall through are only small enough to fit through this mesh. And then here at the bottom, we collect it. You can see we're starting to get sort of a mass of siftate, or that sifted litter. When we go back, we'll hang it up in the Winkler bags. And then each one of those slips inside. So we'll be able to hang them. They have little hooks on the side. And so as that litter dries out, all of those animals, all those ants and other critters will come out of that mesh. And when they fall out, they come out, they fall to the bottom, and we have this alcohol at the bottom there.
The other thing we're trying to do with all of these surveys is to encourage conservation in the areas that we're working, and so we're working with local communities in all of these sites to try to promote conservation there.